Clan Generator here with Jet Clan, and if you haven't already, please subscribe because it's free and it helps out a ton. Now, let's get into it. Since I was with Canoe Clan, our new clan, last times, I don't really remember as much from this clan, but I do remember that, Lilacfoot and Archsplash was murdered, and Lilacfoot died to like a rainstorm or something, but anyway, let's get into patrols for the day. So first we have Flightstar and his apprentice, Aspenpaw, on a training patrol. Flightstar suggests this might be a good chance to practice new hunting techniques with Aspenpaw. Both cats have a nice practice session, with Aspenpaw soaking up all Flightstar's best tips and tricks. And then there's Snipfeather, the deputy. The Snipfeather, the deputy. Who would he go out with? Just trying to find the right person. I guess Scratchdom on a hunting patrol. The smell of food lures Scratchdom into what looks like a tunnel between some bushes. Darting through quickly, Scratchdom sees that the lovely smell is two-leg mush and keeps running. Okay. And then now there's Grousejoy and her apprentice Gentlepaw. And usually the paws of like the medicine cats take a long time to turn into full-on medicine cats. So Gentlepaw wouldn't become like a medicine cat unless they're like really experienced until 14 or 15 moons. Anyways, the thick growth of green leaf will serve Jet Clan well today. Grousejoy decides that they're thinking about gathering elder leaves. There's a particular tree in a sheltered dip along a stream they want to check on today. Bringing Gentlepaw to show them why choosing to harvest from a sheltered plant could be helpful. Elder leaves being used to soothe sprains, and elder leaves being used to soothe sprains, and elder leaves having to be gathered in a way that risks brains, is truly one of the Star Clan's little ironies. Grousejoy reflects. Gentlepaw is more occupied climbing the tree, and Grousejoy isn't going to dissuade their pride in plucking from the highest branches, even if they're no more potent than those at the bottom. Elder leaves were gathered. And then now there's Goldsap and his apprentice, Lynxpaw. We take them out on a training patrol. While Lynxpaw and Goldsap are out walking, Lynxpaw seems preoccupied. When Goldsap brings their patrol to a halt and asks what's wrong, they reveal they've been having a hard time sleeping. Their dreams are filled with shadows and images. Goldsap listens sympathetically, gently nodding as Lynxpaw pours out their troubles until the apprentice eventually runs out of words. They've been dealing with a lot, apparently, and while Goldsap isn't so sure what to do, they can offer support and time away from Lynxpaw's troubles, and that is already enough to make Lynxpaw's ears stop drooping. For once, I actually got that right. Moonfeather and Branchpaw on a training patrol. Moonfeather takes them both out to see a big porcupine, a patrol spot in one of the glades of Jet Clan's forests. Branchpaw refuses to believe that the happy, snuffly creature they visit can possibly be dangerous prey, and starts an argument with Moonfeather about it. Porcupines are actually dangerous prey because they can kill your clan cats. Just saying. Olivepad, Nightingale Paw, they would go on a training patrol because Nightingale Paw is Olivepad's apprentice / kid. The patrol wants to hold a training session for Nightingale Paw. They decide to focus on tree climbing. Nightingale Paw listens carefully as the proper techniques of tree climbing are explained. And then finally for today, Rapid Holly and Huron Patch on a hunting patrol. The patrol hears a distant howling and wonders to investigate the noise. The patrol tracks the noise and discovers a coyote scavenging off a carcass. This is a predator they cannot fight. The patrol decides to return to camp and report the intruder to the leader. Perhaps they could return later to take what the coyote leaves behind. Time to skip one moon. Ceremonies. Oddpaw silently swears to StarClan that they could do their best for the clan as they touch noses with Rapid Holly. Huron Patch is watching with pride as Deep Paw is named and given to Scratchdem to be an apprentice under. They know that Scratchdem was a good choice. Pebble Shadow is recovered from their heat exhaustion. Bornip could walk and move without pain. Their sprain must have healed. Bornip trips over an unseen rabbit hole, spraining their paw, and that's why we gathered elder leaves. Fleas have been hopping from pelt to pelt, and now Huron Patch, Log Whisker, Oddkit, and Scratchdem, Grousejoy, Moonfeather, and Rain Acorn are all infested. First of all, who did this? First of all, who had all that stuff in the first place? Anyways. Hang on. Oh yeah, Rapid Holly and Huron Patch. Yeah, I remember. They had kits and now doing stuff. So, I think I forgot about mediating today. I think it was... Who were the two cats? I can't remember, but I just want to go over relationships. There's Snipfeather. I think he has a brother or sister. I don't know. No, he has no brother or sister. There's Gentlepaw. Right here. Log Whisker. There's Pebble Shadow. Goldsap. Okay. Oh wait, there's more. I'm used to only attacking 2 times. But now we have such a big clan that it may take a little while. Wait. Oh yeah, Jade Feather was exiled last time. That's what I was looking for. Yep, Bumble Lilac was lost for... Oh yeah. Oh wait, yeah. That was one of Grousejoy and Log Whisker's kids. And there's Jade Feather, a clan founder, for killing Archsplash. Anyways, moving on with our patrols for the day. And we finally have another page of patrollers. Flightstar would take out their apprentice, Aspenpaw, on a training patrol. Out in the forest, Flightstar asks Aspenpaw if they know why Jet Clan chooses to live in the woods under the canopy rather than any other environment. Their ancestors lived in the sheltered redwood grove, and it protected them from the elements and fed their prey and kept their kits dry. Flagstar explains, but one day, Two Legs destroyed their home with fire and monsters, and the cats of that clan scattered. Some, after many trials, founded Jet Clan, and chose a safe place that seems familiar and safe. Snipfeather, basically, yeah. All these apprentices are, yeah. And since I think Rapid Holly is busy with her apprentice, Huron Patch would just go out with Snipfeather. As the patrol spreads out to hunt, Huron Patch admits they think they had a vision from StarClan last night. Huron Patch notices Snipfeather looking at them enviously, withdraws from the rest of the patrol, and dismisses the dream as unimportant. Hang on. Is Snipfeather mad at... No, he just has a little bit of dislike for Huron Patch. Okay. Grousejoy, Gentlepaw, Herb Gathering Patrol. Leaf Fall holds the last chances to stock up on herbs that will die off in Leaf Bear, and Grousejoy heads out to gather fresh marigold for the stores with Gentlepaw, before the plants will wither and die off. The low-growing marigold creeps across the ground, spotted less by its strange leaves that look like they're pretending to be small fronds from a distance, and more by their explosively sunset-colored flowers. Time to collect these while they're still here, and the medicine cats work with urgency. Marigold was gathered. And, oh wait, it is leaf fall. They're really approaching close to winter, I guess. Goldsap, Lynxpaw, Training Patrol, Boom. Goldsap suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Lynx Paw. Both cats have a nice practice session, with Lynx Paw soaking up all of Goldsap's best tips and tricks. Patrol again. Scratch Them would take out their apprentice, Deep Paw, on the training patrol. Scratch Them suggests this might be a good chance to practice new hunting techniques with Deep Paw. Scratch Them takes charge in the coordinates exercises for the duo. They practice how to bring down prey together, their confidence growing in each other. Moonfeather, Branch Paw, training patrol. Moonfeather suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Branch Paw. Both cats have a nice practice session, swapping their best tips and tricks with each other. Olive Pad, Nightingale Paw, training patrol. Olive Pad suggests this might be a good chance to practice Olive Pad suggests this might be a good chance to practice teamwork with Nightingale Paw, so they don't die like their father did. Both cats have a nice practice session and their coordination with each other grows stronger. Olive Pad really helps Nightingale Paw gain confidence in working with other cats. And I just want to see how old is... Where is it? Lilacfoot is in death. 8 moons in death. And so they died on the 46th moon. Okay. And then last patrol of the day, Rapid Holly and Oddpaw. Training patrol. While they're out training together, Oddpaw starts an argument with Rapid Holly about the technique they're working on. With a deep sigh, Rapid Holly holds back their temper and instead sits down to explain their reasoning to the young cat. They can see why Oddpaw thinks differently, but practicing this way will help Oddpaw build muscle better than talking the cheap way out. Also, Oddpaw also sighs, apologizing for their outburst. Man, I really can't read today. Time skip 1 moon. Health. Rapid Holly is free of fleas at last. Rain Acorn is free of fleas at last. Heron Patch is free of fleas at last. Heron Patch got their paw stuck in a 2-leg trap, and while they eventually escape, their leg is heavily injured. Moonfeather is free of fleas at last. Aspen Paw has finally gotten rid of all their fleas. Okay, something that's not a tongue twister, finally. And Deep Paw is getting a running nose. And usually I don't do the relationships. I don't know if I said this before. And that's because they take a really long time. And I really want to speed things up because I already read all the patrol things and it usually takes time. So, anyways, let's go back on the road. At Flightstar, wait, I just want to see something. Goldsap was that type of cat that went out one day, got lost, and then came back. Did not know anything. Did not know anything about anything that happened around then. So, yeah. And then there's all these paws that were kits because he came around when the kits were born. That he didn't know of before. So, anyways, moving on. Flightstar, Aspen Paw, training patrol. Flightstar takes them both out to see a big porcupine patrol. A patrol spotted in one of the many glades of JetClan's forests. Flightstar points out the cascade of spines lying flat on its hairy back as the porcupine snuffles happily around the forest floor, sounding like a happy newborn kid in the nursery. Aspenpaw looks a little bit disbelieving, so Flightstar darts down to the porcupine, making it throw its back up at the cats in a full threat display, spines just as fluffed up as Aspenpaw's pelt. Okay, and I think Snipfeather will take some time alone today because, he has 0 mates and just, looking at, since he was the oldest of all kids born in, the next generation, he's going to be looking at all these paws that are, all these paws that were kids before, and, he's going to be thinking, since he was already an adult when the oldest paw was born, he's going to be thinking, maybe I should have kids of my own, so he's going to try and go out. And first of all, is it he or she? He. Sorry, I always get it mixed up with these cats. Snipfeather Border Patrol. Snipfeather has heard rumors that there is a badger denning in a certain part of JetClan territory. Snipfeather died! Snipfeather carefully approaches the burrow, trying to figure out if there's anything new inside. It's so dark, and it all smells the same. They try to creep just a little bit closer, but the ground drops away, steeply beneath their paws, and they lose their footing, skidding right through the disturbed badger's lethal jaws. No! Flightstar is definitely sad about this. And he's grieving. Already. Oh, dang. But then who's gonna be the new deputy? Like, Flightstar only took his... Like, who's gonna take... Who's gonna take Snipfeather's place in the clan? Who's gonna? Because they all have to be... Like, the only reason that we bring up Snipfeather as the deputy of the clan is because they were, already a paw. Their dad was the leader because Pebble Shadow retired. And we all needed a new deputy, so that's the only reason we moved Snipfeather in. And so basically, I don't know who to move in as deputy. Because we have to teach all of these paws to become the deputy. Because they already know. Because they're already in teaching. They have to be taught. So what better to make it Flightstar's apprentice? Oh, Aspenpaw is our new deputy. Well, I think is the chosen one to be our new deputy. Aspenpaw is the chosen one. The Aspenpaw. The chosen one. I don't know why I do this. Anyways, Nightingale Paw, Olive Pad would go on a training patrol. Nightingale Paw isn't acting like their usual self. Olive Pad gently asks what's wrong, and Nightingale Paw breaks down, wailing that they're not doing good enough, even though they're really trying. Olive Pad curls around them, purring softly, and tells a story of their own apprentice days. Okay. And their own mistakes. Olive Pad chuckles at the look on their face, promising that nobody but themselves will remember their mistakes. Wait, I just want to see who was former apprentice Olive Pad, Flightstar. Well, at the time period, it was probably going to be whatever it was. I can't remember. Well, Flightstar actually taught Olive Pad when they were younger. Maybe you know something about Olive Pad's olden days. Oh, God. And Olive Pad is only proficient at the moment, so I think Olive Pad made a bunch of mistakes. Anyways, moving on. Grouse Joy, Gentle Paw. Gentle Paw is still being taught to be the new medicine cat because their mentor is getting really, they should start retiring soon. They're nearly 80, and by 20 Moon Skip, they need to have an apprentice. And that's why I think they enrolled Gentlepaw. Because it's going to take a little while, just way more time for Gentlepaw to graduate. And like I said, it's going to take longer for a medicine cat to graduate than a warrior apprentice. So Gentlepaw is going to take 5 more moons by the time Grouse Joy would be somewhere older than 80. She's not going to have a lot of time left in the medicine cat den. She's going to be retiring soon. So, just saying. Grouse Joy would take out their apprentice, Gentlepaw. As the medicine cat patrol pads out into JetClan territory, Gentlepaw tells Grouse Joy about the dream they had last night and what the StarClan vision can mean for JetClan. Grouse Joy shake their heads sadly. They can't make sense of the vision. Goldsap and Lynxpaw go on a training patrol. While Lynxpaw and Goldsap are out walking, Lynxpaw seems preoccupied. When Goldsap brings their patrol to a halt and asks what's wrong, they reveal they've been having a hard time sleeping. Their dreams are filled with shadows and images. Goldsap listens sympathetically, gently nodding as Lynxpaw pours out their troubles until the apprentice eventually runs out of words. They've been dealing with a lot lately, apparently, and while Goldsap isn't too sure what to do, they could offer support and time away from Lynxpaw's troubles, and that is already enough to make Lynxpaw's ears stop drooping. Scratchdump would take their apprentice Deepaw. Scratchdump suggests this might be a good chance to practice new hunting techniques with Deepaw. Scratchdump takes charge in the coordinates exercises for the duo. They practice how to bring down prey together, and their confidence in each other grows. Moonfeather, Branchpaw. Training Patrol. Moonfeather takes them both out to see a big porcupine spotted in one of the many glades of Jet Clan's forests. I also have this, like if you guys didn't know, I already have, I have 3 other clans, and then there's a cat who's also named Moonfeather, so whenever I'm thinking about Moonfeather, I'm thinking about the wrong cat. Yes, I have 3 cats I don't live stream. 3 clans I don't live stream. Branchpaw refuses to believe that the happily snuffly creature they visit could possibly be dangerous prey, and starts an argument with Moonfeather about it. Like I said at the start of the video, porcupines could kill your clan cats. I just continue on it because that's the way life goes. The pair finds a nice spot to sun themselves. While the pair do bask together, Oddpaw is too stiff and polite for it to be considered bonding time. Rabbit Holly would have to try something else. Well, of course, Oddpaw is Rabbit Holly's kid after all. Ceremonies. Flightstar rests their muzzle on Branchheart's head and declares them to be a full warrior of Jet Clan, honoring their thoughtfulness. Nightingale Paw is excelled at every task before them. Despite their young age, they are more than ready to be a warrior. They are giving the name Nightingale Drizzle, honoring their energy. That's too long for me. Flightstar chokes back wails and tears, trying to get to the end of the story they've been telling about Snipfeather's days in the nursery. They can do this. They can make sure Snipfeather is honored at the vigil, even if Flightstar can't do anything else for them. In the dead of the night, Flightstar wails into the vast sky. Unable to fathom Star Clan's cruelty, they glare up at Silverpelt, gouging the world, gouging the earth with shaky claws. The past moon, Snipfeather's mom wasn't even there for their memorial? That's bad parenting. That's bad. That's just very sad that you're, that's just very sad. The past moon, Snipfeathers has taken their place in Star Clan. Jet Clan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Moments of their lives are shared in stories around the circle of mourners as those who are closest to them take them to their final resting place. And Aspenpaw is not ready yet. So, the new apprentice, not here. Pebble Shadow, that's relationships. Logwhisker travels to Pounce Clan to resolve some recent personal disputes. Personal? That's weird. Anyways, I'm just checking here. Oh yeah, we lost. Aspenpaw, there you are. Nightingale Drizzle, I think she would actually step up as deputy instead of Aspenpaw, because Nightingale Drizzle graduated at 10 moons, which is actually really rare for a clan cat. I've only had that once another time. In one of my 3 clans I never show you guys. So, I'm going to turn Nightingale Drizzle into the deputy. So now we have the deputy. A new deputy. And so, actually, guys, I may leave it off. I may leave it off here today. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like I said in the start of the video. If you like this series, yeah, do what I said, and bye.